I want to show you this cool property. This property has two entrances, one from this side and one in the other side. So this side, if you see, it's all road, still it's not developed, and this is the main entrance. This guy, he built the house like about 4 years ago. It was nothing here, just 7-acre property, and we help him to build this house. So I'll show you the parts we help him with. So as you see the driveway I'm walking on, this beautiful driveway with a circle in the middle, this is part of the things we helped him on. Not that yet. And all these cool designs, if you see, 2 colors concrete, multicolor concrete with multiple designs. Random stone, big random stone, ashlar slades, a texture, Roman, Italian texture. It's different designs in one house. Because if you see in the backyard, just the front yard is done here, around 17,000 square feet. And this is jazz. Yeah, I'm trespassing in the property. I just saw him, so I kept the recording there. So, and here is like, if you see even this drainage, we installed the drainage because the concrete slopes toward the garage. They built the garage before we put the concrete, so it was lower than the concrete level. So it slopes backward to the garage. So we installed drainage to get rid of the water so it doesn't enter the garage. And see this compass, north, south, east, west. We did it, we designed it. I'll show it to you later on. But now I just gotta walk you to show you what he's about to build in the back. He wants a relaxation room in the outside. So on top of his large, huge, humongous house, this is how rich people roll. He's a millionaire. He wants a relaxation room outside the house. And this is a basketball court. So he's built, you see the basketball court is of asphalt, and it's very nice. This basketball court around 1,200 square feet, so if you're wondering. But I want to talk to you about this room he's about to build. This relaxation room, it's gotta have big jacuzzi and sauna room, hot tub and jacuzzi. The hot tub, it's about the pour, so how we're pouring it. So basically this Eric here, he's placing the concrete by screeding it. And this screeding process, as you know, is one of the most important process, and the most skilled guy, he's always on the screed because they ensure all the slopes goes properly and it gets leveled properly. And there's one guy here helping him placing the concrete, see, like his place, and one guy, Brian, he's helping him place so they work together hand in hand to place the concrete, and all is leveled and sloped away from the deck, so it doesn't paddle or anything. And this is like 3.5 inches, so it doesn't have a lot of room for errors. So it has to be like right on the money, like no room for error. And if you're wondering, oh, why there's no rebar, I'll tell you in a second, but I just want to show you this room. This pad, we built this pad as well for this room. Then with 2x4s, they build 2x4s and 2x8s, they built this room and they put posts and beautiful finish and chandeliers. They made windows, and the floor, they put wooden floor on top of the concrete slab that we poured for him. So this is extra additional room. It's gonna be like almost like a movie theater, small movie theater for them. And this is, as far as I remember when we poured it, around 900 square feet. So it's a very pretty large room. Some apartments, it's like 500 square feet. It's like it's 2 small apartment size. So if you have a clue, like if you don't know what the square footage means, so you have a clue. So basically now we're here, I just gotta continue showing you a little bit of the pour. If you're asking, again, we go back, if you're asking why we don't have a rebar, it's a very valid question, but there's a trick. The rebar is almost 10 millimeter. So what we did, we added something instead of rebar called fiberglass. If you don't know what fiberglass, you could look it up in Google. Fiberglass, it's a material you add in the concrete. It's similar to the rebar and strengthen the concrete. So it's a reinforcement. You add it to the concrete and it does the job or similar job to the rebar. So either or, you go with it. And now we place all the job. If you see, all the job is in. And here Brian, he's smoothing the edges. As he's smoothing the edges for the second round, smoothing the edges by the funny trowel or the outside trowel from the outside. It's winter here in Canada. As you know, it's pretty cold. It's about 10 degrees or 9 degrees and it's a cloudy day. So like we're not worried about the concrete to go off on us, but it's a stamp job. This is gonna be stamp job, and the design of the stamp, I'll leave you to the end of the video to watch the style, because it's crazy style and it's very rare style, and you probably saw it in the thumbnail, but I'll show it to you as well. Now he's finishing up like this area, and he just smoothing it. After smoothing the concrete, he's gonna go ahead, he's gonna be edging the concrete. He's edging it, so how he makes the edges round. He makes it look very easy and smooth, but it requires a lot of skills. After he edge it, he smooth it again, so to make it smooth. Why we smooth it before we stamp it? To close the gap, so it takes the shape of the stamp exactly without any gaps or holes. So the concrete looks like one piece of art all together. While they're smoothing the concrete, I'll leave the guys smoothing the concrete, and I want to show you this guy. He's a millionaire, and he thought about everything in the house. He's making relaxation room with the water space, relaxation room outside the house. And there's another compass. So in the back of the driveway, this is a driveway around the house, he has 2 compasses. He has a washroom in the outside for people that working outside the house. Like he thought about everything in the house, even thought about having a washroom for the outside. And this area, they're gonna have it like for the helicopter, so if they have helicopter landing, it's gonna land in this asphalt area. And this is around 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. And in the back of the house, there's water, like almost like a river, a small river in the back of the house to prevent people coming to the house. And they have a small little fence, but there is river, so it's very nice. There is trail in the back and there is river, so it's like the house surrounded by forest, river, street, not built area. So like the house is almost like isolated, even though this house in the city of Vancouver is South Vancouver area called South Surrey, between White Rock and South Surrey. So this area is a residential area, but this house is a little bit isolated. So if you like isolated area, this house is isolated, but still in the city, everything close by. So it's very cool how they build it. And this is Jari. He's coming, taking a break while the concrete getting hard, and he's just happy. I forgot what he told me, but he looks happy because I deleted the voice. I shouldn't have deleted it. I should have kept it. But now I gotta go back to the concrete pad that they're pouring. The concrete start getting hard, and the guys start stamping the concrete. And the stamps are big, humongous stamps, because this shape of a stamp, it's similar to wood stamp. So it looks like wood. So if you see it closely, it looks like wood. This is not wood, this is actually concrete. It looks like wood, and this is without color. We will still add color afterward, but we're adding certain color the customer requested, and the concrete plant didn't have color, this exact color, so we're just gonna add it afterward, then we gotta seal it. But this is how they stamp it. They put the mats together, they tie it together, put it closer together, and they hit it with a stamper, like it's a pounder, like in his hand, as you see, and he pound it to make the shape of the mats. So these mats, they shape as wood, and he stamp it one mat at a time. And after he stamps it, he takes the mat off and the shape right there. See, like then he put it together. But the most important thing, when he put these mats, they put them together, close together, so they don't have any holes between them. That's very important. And you must use liquid release or something. So when you stamp, so they spray the liquid release so the mass doesn't get stuck. And now Eric is going to fill up the liquid release, and basically it just like he puts up this liquid release in the bottle, he fills up the bottle, he tie it up close it very strong, then he goes back and just spray this liquid on the concrete just where he needs to stamp. So he doesn't spray it everywhere, just where he needs to stamp, he spray it as he goes. So he doesn't go ahead and spray everything, but like he's gotta go up to here, he spray up to here so it doesn't get dry. Because concrete, brand new concrete, you know, it absorbs the liquid because it's brand new concrete. So he doesn't go ahead of himself, so he goes one step at a time. He did this because he knows he's gonna catch up to there within 10-15 minutes. So he just went ahead and he sprayed it. As you see, I'm spraying myself to help them out because it dried a little bit. Then it turned out to be dark now because it's 4:30 p.m. and now we're in Vancouver. 4:30 p.m. is dark, so I think it's 4:30 or 5 p.m. now. and now it's getting very dark there. So we still stamping. We park both cars, but as you see, the stamp looks so neat and so nice. It looks exactly like wood. Like you can't tell it's not wood. Like if somebody sees it, fools everybody it's wood. And this is one more part we help him to add in his house. As you see, it looks very cool, very nice, very sharp looking. And they're finishing this add-on in the job, and they just finished this deck, and now it looks like wood deck in the outdoor. But it's pretty dark to show you, but I have an idea. I gotta take a video on the phone, and that's how it looks like on the phone, because the phone has like its own flash camera, so it does like a little bit better, even though we parked 2 cars, but it's still dark to show. But this is good enough to give you an idea how it looks close by. It looks like wood, so you can't tell it's concrete. So this is a transformation he made us to do in his house. We're very grateful to have this opportunity to work in his house, to do such a thing, and to be allowed and given opportunity to build houses and help people to build their dream houses. And here is the phone footage to show you with details how it looks like after the deck is completed. But it's pretty dark to show you the remaining of the house. Cheers.